I'm going to paint this wall green, a dark green. But first thing I need to do to get there is empty out the bookcases, clean them, and get them off the wall. So I saw this TikTok the other day of a girl who was moving, so she only took out the books that she already read and left her physical TBR on her bookcase, and then, you know, it was a visible physical TBR. And I want to do that right now as well. So I'm just going to go and take out the books that I have read. So the only books left are ones that I have not read. So on this shelf, the Game of Thrones series, this is nonfiction. These books are basically just there for decoration. These are just very old books. History of the world. Science and philosophy in French. I can't read French. This is just a very pretty book about camera obscura. This one I want to read. This is just Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. And then, you know, old books. This one, Utopia by Moore. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. This is one that I do want to read. I got this one from my husband, and you know, another pretty old book that I'm not going to read. Some paperbacks that I haven't read yet. This is also decoration, these green books here. The Bible. Yeah. These I do want to read still. And go over to the next bookcase. Here on top are a lot of random books. Some of which I do want to read, some of which I'm probably going to get rid of. Basically decoration, but also I want to read them. They're big thinkers. Non-fiction, Jane Austen, of course I'm going to read this. This black one is my husband's, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which I also want to read. These Stephen King books over here are my husband's. I'm not going to read those, but I also haven't read them yet. So, and the rest of them I kind of want to read. Yeah, Harry Potter, the film vault, haven't read that yet, as well as the other Harry Potter books over here. But okay, and these are the Mina Lima Harry Potter books, which I haven't read. This is a Bible, I believe, but it's just very pretty. So it's for decoration, as well as this one, but I'm interested in this one, this black one. And then we have the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and down here is 1001 Nights set. So these are all on my physical TBR, and now I have to really clean out the entire bookcase. Look how much dust is there. I haven't cleaned this thing in ages. It's really bad, and I'm embarrassed, and I'm sorry. This is, by the way, also a great time for me to look through the books that I have read that I want to get rid of, and the books that I haven't read, that are just all the books, to look what I can get rid of, because the bookcase is kind of overflowing, and there's not really any space in my home for another bookcase. So I kind of have to make some room in my bookcase by getting rid of some books. So I'm going to do that as well today. My table is full of books and trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Here are the bookcases, and I hope they're not going to fall. We've placed them in between here, so hopefully they won't fall. There's more books here. Sorry for the sounds, my husband is cooking dinner, but you know what? Why don't I just do a voiceover for this one? So this is what the bookcases are looking like right now, and up here are my classics and the decorative old books, and they're also over here, and these are paperback penguin classics, and also have my Lord of the Rings over here. I thought they would fit nicely over here. And then down here are some random paperbacks and a nice picture. And then down here are this is my Harry Potter shelf. And all the way on the right over here, I have the Mina Lima Harry Potter books. And then just the normal hardback Harry Potter books. And I'm only missing the first one, because I lent that out to someone, and I have Harry Potter's wand and the Time Turner here. And then I have a rainbow of paperbacks. And down here is my husband's shelf. He kept nagging me and asking for a shelf for himself, and I mean, he lives here too. I'm not happy about it, but okay. Here is philosophers and a lot of non-fiction and some fiction books, but mostly non-fiction. And down here I have an encyclopedia of plants, so I thought it would be very nice and fun to put Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies right next to it, and it works out great. And next to that I have a horsey and some insects, and also a lot of books about plants and nature and stuff like that. So yeah, then down here behind the plant we have some of my hardback fiction books, and also put a Globe by the Atlas book. And then down here I have some non-fiction, some fiction, and 1001 Nights. And then down here I have almost all of my book series. So I feel like this is not a lot of series, so I can definitely buy some more and invest in some more series, luckily. And then down here I have Harry Potter's Film Fold and some other Harry Potter books. And in this little bottle was a butterbeer. And then on the last shelf I have mainly Dutch books there, my husband's books mainly, and some of my own. Yeah, they're just hanging out right on the bottom here. And that's it. So this is what it's looking like right now. And I only have this bottom shelf left that I can put any new stuff in. Good morning, it's Monday, and yesterday I started in The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic, and I only read the first chapter. And also I started in Persuasion, and I only read the first chapter. And today I have the house is a mess, so I'm going to put on The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, the audiobook, and I'm going to fix the house up. I think I have about an hour, then I have to go walk my dog, and later today I have an appointment. And also I want to put up the Christmas tree today, so maybe The Hobbit would be a very nice audiobook to listen to while I do that. So yeah, I'm just going to start listening to The Hobbit. It says that it's an audiobook of 5 hours, so I should be able to finish that pretty quickly, especially if I listen to it while doing the tree and doing all the cleaning in the house today. So let's see how far I can come. And also I finished Daughter of the Moon Goddess yesterday, and I thought I liked it in the way that it was a very pretty book. The writer often described where the main character was, and what it all looked like, and it was very pretty. But also I didn't quite like the story. It was progressing, like it was very easy for the main character. So whenever there was something wrong, it was like a page and it was better again. And there's more. Let me think. Yeah, so she is immortal, and she lives in an immortal world. Everyone is immortal, and she keeps calling her species immortal. She keeps saying immortals, 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 and it just kind of became annoying, because I'm like, okay, if you were actually immortal and you were living in an immortal realm, would you actually keep saying immortals? Like, she was saying it like people were doing this, people were doing that, immortals. And I don't know, it just felt kind of weird. Also, I felt like she was very, very, very individualistic, even though this was a Asian story. So obviously I'm not Asian, but yeah, it was just very individualistic on an American level. So, you know, that's, well, it's, the writer is American, so it isn't that weird, but it just threw me off a little bit because of the Asian aspect of this story. And also, what else? There was more. I can't quite seem to think of it right now, but I will talk about this book later and tell you everything that I thought about it. But for now, just know I enjoyed it. It was pretty fun to read, but also it was not my favorite at all. So yeah, I'm going to go and do some chores because the house is really such a mess. So let's start doing that while I listen to The Hobbit.